Live.
Are we? Oh.
We are live.
Well,
Are we live?
yes, we are.
Yes, we are live. So, are you going to? So, you didn't have any luck with the shirt. So, you're just down to a cap now.
What do you mean down to?
He's wearing clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Down
Just not a Delhi t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a pink T-shirt, by the way. So, he's trying to play the double bluff here. Yeah. As they say, mind says Rajasthan, but heart says Delhi, right?
Yeah.
Mind and heart.
Yeah. Ulta, IPL ulta. Mind says Delhi, but heart says Rajasthan. I'll go by that same analogy for CSK MI, which is
Nahi.
later. Now it is.
How is, what is the, I don't know, pun and the joke in...
I don't know. I thought he legitimately made a mistake.
No.
He did.
He's just covering it now. Yeah.
Very smartly.
Yeah.
You said
I'm like a fan.
mind for this and heart for
for
this.
this. Yes.
And he's covering it. What's the feedback on Shane's Pathan dance?
Viral. Sensation.
I have shared it on my
Yes, you
Insta.
did.
I have shown it to everyone. I have even shown it to the boss of the organization.
Dear God.
Oh, brilliant. The next sensation is here. Yeah.
Was the boss also inspired?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I mean,
It is worthy of going viral.
it is.
I have seen it 30 times. But kudos to our edit team
Yes.
and the
Lovely job.
producer and editor also.
Yeah.
And Shivam and whoever is the editor.
It was Samya.
Yes.
Samya and Shivam also.
Yes.
SNS.
To have made such a nice...
Oh, Shivam has been, he's been excited for LSD matches, but he was even more excited to get this reel edited.
Yeah.
He put his heart and soul into it, unlike any other thing that I've seen from him.
Wow, he put so much. He was supposed to come for a match today. He refused to come, I believe. Acha. You were dropped from the playing 11 last
Rested, yeah. Rested.
Sports Talk and today have the same problem the Indian team have. A lot of talent. Not everyone gets a chance.
Indeed.
We do have that problem. We can actually send 2 playing 11s for tournaments.
Yeah.
That is true.
But not enough, like you are playing a proper 11 in another venue, a proper 11 in another venue, right?
We could. No,
How did
totally
we
could.
fare today?
Oh, by the way, our game went to the super over. It was a tied game.
And who won the super
We lost
over?
the super over.
Who bowled the super over?
Akash Paul.
Of course.
He gave away 19 runs, but also down to some poor fielding, as you'd expect from us.
I want to be surprised. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, we couldn't get that. But a close game. It went down to the last over, and the last ball they needed 2. And Manoj was bowling the last over. It came directly to him, and he had fallen. They obviously ran, and he turned around and threw. Had he hit it, would have won.
Of course, because there would have been no run.
But it missed.
Oh,
so
damn.
They finished the first run. Then they ran for the second, but Himanshu collected it straight to the keeper, and keeper got him run out just inches short of the second run.
Manoj did an Odeon Smith.
So it was a tied game. Tied game.
Manoj did an Odeon Smith. Remember Odeon Smith in that game against Gujarat Titans? He threw at the nose, but it missed. Tewatia hit 2 sixes. But this went to super over.
The game was live on YouTube.
Oh, it was? Wow. We'll check out the highlights.
You'll check out the
Yes. Saurav Goyal says Shane's dance indeed brilliant. It made his day. I saw it some 20-30 times.
Yeah, I've seen it on repeat too. Yesterday, while on my way back.
It's on our Insta handle. You can go check it out.
And our Twitter, because our colleagues have been sharing it and tagging me in it. Wonderful.
I saw it on Instagram.
But the one that stole the show was Jethalal. Sorry, Shane.
In that, yeah.
Yes, once more. Jethalal is forever love.
Shane, the protagonist,
Of course.
No. Amazing. With his KKR jersey, with his team winning, with the on-screen Pathan watching the game there. All of it.
So tomorrow repeat.
Hey, if they win, sure.
Then some other.
Why not?
Some other film of his will pick.
Which are the popular ones?
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
Some signature step we'll have to think of.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So we have 5 minutes now to the toss of today's early kickoff or early start match. I don't like using the word kickoff for non-football sports.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Like how you don't like El Clasico reference.
I do get it.
I
There
hate
is
that
football
branding.
action happening later.
But there is
in
El
the day.
Clasico tonight, is it?
Oh, he can't hear it.
No, even I'm with you.
You can't call it El Clasico. You're basically piggybacking off something that's already so organic and so successful.
It is.
Come up with a new name, na?
Come up with a new name.
I think we need to tell the broadcaster first. It's the broadcaster that's given this name to the entire nation.
No,
El Clasico.
This name was given.
Decades or centuries
no.
back by...
To the cricket match.
Copied it, and they didn't
Yeah,
give
They
them.
copied
That's
it,
all.
yes.
The broadcaster had to be a little more innovative.
But now there are two broadcasters, so the second one.
Second one also can make some different
Let's
branding.
hope that they don't do cut, copy, paste.
Eh,
change it.
It's the same folks like you were saying the other day.
Yeah, a lot. But the management is different.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
hopefully.
mean, the folks at ground level will always be the same. Foot soldiers will always be there. It's the management which is very different. So
KD Raju followed the game today. Rajput.
yes, he's right. I got out for a duck.
Oh no.
Was it golden?
No, second ball, but
Silver.
it was a slight inside edge.
So it wasn't an Aiden Markram then.
It was a poor decision, and I saw some comments where people also realized. And by the way, before me, Vikrant was given out leg before when I went into bat. His also was going down the leg side. So the umpiring was very shady.
Taking umpiring from the
Very shady, and every time it hit even Manoj was given leg before. Every time it hit the pad in our batting, they gave out LBW.
Yeah.
And when I was bowling, the guy who had runs was plumb LBW, didn't give him out, and there was a clear edge of another guy, caught behind, didn't give it out. The umpire.
The
Shoddy.
umpires seem to be taking inspiration from not just the current Indian crop, but also from the Pakistan umpires of 80s and the 90s.
Shoddy. But I got out 0, but I was the pick of the bowlers.
Yeah.
In a game where 200 runs almost, 190 was scored, my 4 overs, 7 economy, 2 wickets. So
Not bad.
Awesome.
good.
2
That
for
way the
28.
economy would have been less than 5. My last over got hit for 1-6 and a half.
Nah.
Oh no.
That was trying to get a wicket, so I tossed it in, but he connected well. Cleared
That big boundary.
It was in a very big ground, okay ground.
So to be fair, none of us would be
ground.
playing in. None of us would be playing in 70-80 meter grounds.
No, but some like CK PlayStation.
CK PlayStation does have a
CK
massive
It's a
system.
big
Yes.
ground.
Yes.
This one was okay.
Especially down the ground, it was a pretty
it's a
big
big
boundary.
It's a big boundary. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big ground.
Yeah, you realize when you're sitting outside and
Yeah,
then you're
you
watching, you're like,
realize,
oh, these
yeah.
guys are far.
But it became evident that day,
Yeah.
because both set of batsmen failed to sort of clear the long boundary. I think apart from Abhijit, who got a couple of hits down the ground.
Early on that too.
Everyone with all the power that you were, mustering, nobody was able
You
to
remember
do
our
it.
team only
and
dropped
then you
so
had the
many
likes of
catches.
Manoj, a gun fielder
Yeah.
right there at long on, saving boundaries left, right, and
Oh,
center.
and our team dropped so many catches at long on and long
Yeah.
off. So you'd remember.
Okay, concentrating on the game today. It's Rajasthan. By the way, I'm pretty disappointed with SRH. I'd picked them as one of my top 4. 2 games in a row, pathetic batting.
Yeah.
And I'm going to blame. I have a feeling that they're going too much into data analysis. Get over it.
The Rohit Sharma effect.
Rohit Sharma also.
He's
there.
a lot
But
being
the
time into number crunching and a lot of data.
Really?
data
The difference though is that even if he does it, he'll consistently stick to at least the same players. SRH will have one bad season, chop up the squad again.
Yeah.
SRH
I mean, look at that team on paper.
On paper, it's amazing.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
only on paper.
Exactly. And by the way, Harry Brooks not really
Not
lived
set
up
the
to-
stage on fire for 2 matches.
I think amongst us, I'm just the only one happy to see him not do well because he was my pick for one of those who would do well.
Oh, very nice.
To be fair, I think my pick also so far has been doing my choice justice. Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes.
Not
But
really.
he's batting so low down the order, yeah.
He's not bowling. And I said, that's why I picked him because I knew he wouldn't be bowling. 'Cause he's not a 16
Today he may not be there.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Why is that?
He's apparently.
That knee injury is still not healing.
This is not knee, this is heel.
Heel. Oh,
Apparently, there was a slight thing with his heel. He's been advised 10 days of rest.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So lots of injury issues.
Could be
and
like 3 matches, I think.
people have been asking because you're talking about injuries. I think everyone wants to know Butler today, is he playing or not?
That is a conundrum. That's because see, when he took that catch,
Yeah.
he sustained a finger injury, right finger injury. That's why he batted 1 down. But they are saying, according to reports, that he could miss 1 week.
Yes.
So today's game definitely out.
So even though Sanju
might be
Samson
out.
was confident in the post-match the other day that no, he's fine. You know, in that catch that he took, he got his finger jarred.
Yeah.
But then it is now being told that he will probably need some rest. And today's game, for certain, he is missing.
Okay, that's what I want to know. He's missing for sure.
Yes,
Today's game.
you could see the debut of a certain Joe Root.
Joe Root might play. That's
Yes.
true. If he goes out, and I think.
I think the other option that they have is Donovan Ferreira.
Yeah.
But he's a keeper.
So that's the other option that they can explore. But again, between the two, I think
Remember,
it'll be Joe Root perhaps.
both teams have got unavailable players because Mitchell Marsh is not there today.
Yeah, he's flown
Yes,
back.
He's
for his
flown
wedding.
back to Australia.
flown back for his wedding.
I wouldn't know. I mean, he had to pick time during the IPL to get married, like just before, after.
Maybe he was given it by religious people.
Muhurt dekha
certain
hoga.
date.
Muhurt dekha hoga.
Muhurat there. Yeah.
Auspicious day.
Auspicious days.
Muhurat.
No, they don't do that. of
Remember,
course.
see, it's their winter now there. So
Probably that's why. That's
Oh,
more.
शादी का season.
Shadi
It's a one particular day where there'll be some
100,
200,
700
Yeah.
shadis in Delhi, like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
Oh.
Those are those
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
And the entire city will be choked with traffic jam.
We encountered it last year.
And what did they say? Saya bhari hai.
Sayaf.
yeah, December, my God, it was terrible. I went for the wedding. I had to come 3 hours before because of a traffic jam that extended for 20 kilometers. So that's why.
Okay, Delhi Capitals have won the toss, and no surprise that
None
they are going to be
whatsoever.
bowling first, which means they'd be looking to chase down whatever total that Rajasthan puts on the board. Josh Butler is practicing and doesn't appear in any discomfort.
Oh.
So looks like Joe Root's IPL debut might have to wait.
Very interesting.
You know, I
The
was.
little birdie gave you wrong information.
Yep.
Let's wait for an official confirmation.
But if
Let's
he's
see.
practicing, then I doubt he would be.
Missing.
Yeah.
Even I agree. If he's practicing, I doubt that he'd be missing out
Yes.
on the. Okay, let's take a look at how the pitch is going to be. It's another flat bed. That's what everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Barsapara, right? That's
Yeah,
where the
yep.
game is happening.
The last home match for Rajasthan Royals.
At their adopted home venue.
After that, they go back to Savai Mansingh.
So
Last home
it's
match.
not
the way-
last home match.
The way you said last home match, that's it done. Only away matches, no?
No, home away from home.
So last
Quote unquote
away
home
from
match.
Home match for Rajasthan.
Rajasthan Royals, yes.
Will they not be going to, what was the other venue they had planned?
Ahmedabad. That was in 2014.
Initially.
Oh, okay.
There was no team, no.
There was no team at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Only
So they
Punjab
declared it as West.
and Rajasthan, they have played in the most home venues if you have to look
No,
at
because
it.
Punjab
And
had
even Deccan
Dharamshala.
Chargers.
Punjab also had Indore, if I'm
Indore,
not
Yes,
Cuttack.
Indore also.
Cuttack, yeah.
Yeah. I did that
They're
video.
like
by the way.
Punjabis are everywhere.
Everywhere.
So let's make it,
Next one is in Brampton then.
that's true.
But the first team to do it was Deccan Chargers.
No, but then there's.
Cuttack, Nagpur, D.Y. Patil.
Well, wasn't that down to political unrest?
Political thing, yeah. Couldn't play in Hyderabad because of the separate agitation that they had for Telangana.
Telangana.
at that
Right.
time.
Yes, I remember.
2014.
Yeah. Mumbai played in Vizag.
Yeah.
Delhi played in Raipur.
Get it.
Some games.
The only thing, this game toss isn't that important.
Yeah, because you're getting a
It's day
belter.
game.
Pata.
Also, it's a Pata that it's a day game, so not too much of a due to worry about now at least. So
Won't you? Yeah.
that shouldn't be a problem.
Is that Josh
and
the
maybe
boss?
for all you know that if the pitch does get a bit dry a little later, so may not be that good for batting. Batting first, just the fresh pitch may also be good.
That
so I
does
think this
look
is
like
that
Josh.
one.
It is him,
One
and it does
game.
look like he will be batting for sure.
Yeah. So this seems like that one game where you wouldn't mind losing a toss, and so even
And if
you're
you're put into
batting
bat,
first,
exactly.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what. They
You know, I was going to give Delhi the edge in this match
Because of no Jaws.
because of no Jaws, but I still have no option but to be with my team. But now the match can go either way.
No, it's okay. They might this time they might send KM Asif to open. I
But
would
again,
put it past
I think
them.
it suits Delhi to chase.
It suits all teams to chase, truth be told. You always like knowing what you're getting.
But this particular game, day game, na, so not too much of an issue batting.
Yeah,
toss.
correct.
So if you want to look at law of averages in Rajasthan, if you have to lose so many tosses in the IPL, it's good we've lost one in a day game. which is okay. Batting first. Sometimes batting first might just be slightly better, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That fresh pitch, bit of juice there, till it gets a bit drier in the heat. I mean, like we were playing today, it's hot.
Yeah,
And
it is.
and the only reason I enjoyed bowling today is a really dry pitch and hot as well. So spinners were.
Yep.
Roy SP, what is he saying? He expected me to bat well today. I also expected to bat well, but I did not. So
Okay, so Manish Pandey is in today for Delhi Capitals.
okay, let's go through the 11. It's David Warner, and then you've got Manish Pandey, you've got Riley Russo, Ravman Powell, Lalit Yadav, Akshar Patel, Abhishek,
Porel.
and Khalil Ahmed, Kuldeep Yadav, Mukesh, and Anrik Nokia.
And batting still doesn't inspire any confidence in
This
Look at
is-
that batting, yeah. They're batting deep.
Until
So did
Akshar.
RCB.
But then Prithvi Shaw is out.
Prithvi is not
Yeah,
playing.
exactly. There's no
Prithvi
Prithvi.
Shaw is out. Now, will he be somebody who comes in as the impact player? That we'll have to wait on, because this is
They are bowling,
the
yeah.
bowling.
Yeah, this is the bowling
This is the
11.
bowling lineup. Which is why you probably, I think there was Lalit there, right? So you can have
Yeah.
a couple of overs from Lalit, which was the case last year as well.
No Sarfaraz also.
Yeah, no.
No
But Sarfaraz
Sarfaraz.
getting dropped, I don't think it's much of a surprise.
Because
Not
then
made much of
Porel
an
will be
impact.
keeping the wickets for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
You were given signs of it, I would say, in the previous match. Speaking of the Rajasthan Royals 11, you've got Butler, Jaiswal, no changes there. Samson at number
There was one
3,
change.
Jurel.
No, they've
Jurel.
particular. GDP is out.
Hetmeyer though.
And Riyan Parag.
If this is the way it stays, Rajasthan fans will be happy, because Hetmeyer, at least given the team sheet, bats ahead
No,
of
that's not
Riyan
the team
Parag.
sheet. That is, I think, the broadcaster. The team sheet there, Hetmeyer is
5 only.
After Parag.
Oh dear God, they're putting Parag at 4 and Dhruv Jurel at 6.
We don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
not necessarily what the team sheet is going to be or the batting order is going to be. But just going back as to in this season what Rajasthan have done, I wouldn't be surprised that this is what they do again, where
Yeah.
Josh Butler, Yashasvi Jaiswal open, Sanju Samson at 3, and then Dhruv Jurel and Riyan Parag and Ravichandran Ashwin bat, and then comes
Hetmeyer.
Hetmeyer,
And Jason Holder.
then Jason Holder, and then Trent Bolt.
But Sandeep Sharma makes his Rajasthan Royals debut.
Very interesting. Yes, I think considering KM Asif is getting you next to nothing with the new ball, Sandeep with the new ball, he'll get you
Good power play
that
bowler.
swing. Yes, very good power play bowler.
So just quickly, first big talking points. Josh Butler is playing for Rajasthan Royals.
Yes.
So that's the most important thing. They will be batting first, and so their playing 11, if you take a look at it, is going to be very batting heavy for now.
Yeah.
They will of course make that change. So just running you through their batting 11. You've got Josh Butler, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sanju Samson, Riyan Parag, Shimron Hetmeyer, Dhruv Jurel, and Ravichandran Ashwin, and Jason Holder. So I'm guessing till Jason Holder. So
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
8.
number 8. Yeah, so till number 8, that's a strong batting lineup
Yeah.
that they're going to go with. So who do you think now? We'll take a look at who their substitutes are going to be, but looks most probably that you take out
Jaiswal.
one between a Jaiswal or a Jurel or whoever, one of them.
Yeah.
And get
Considering
enough
Riyan
bowler.
Parag is still a bowling option, you might keep him. Or even a Hetmeyer goes out and you bring a bowler in,
Bowler,
right?
yeah.
So, yeah, Sandeep Sharma making his IPL debut for Rajasthan Royals.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that other interesting bit. That's good. So you got two new ball bowlers in Trent Bolt, Sandeep Sharma.
Yes.
And what is interesting is because they can sometimes use Ravichandran Ashwin with the new ball too. But I think now that they've got both Trent Bolt and Sandeep Sharma, best place for them to bowl is with the new ball. And
Yeah.
you'd want to finish Sandeep Sharma's overs right at the start. So
Yeah.
he bowls there, Trent Bolt. And then you've got other bowling options. Of course, there's spin twin and Yuzi and Ravichandran Ashwin. Jason Holder is the other option that you've got. And of course, Riyan Parag, whom they haven't used so far. Plus, they will get another bowling option.
Yes.
Right.
Right. Let me just take a look at who their
Subs.
subs
Subs are.
would be.
They always announce it a little late.
Yep.
We should know who the subs
But
are.
then Delhi, who can be the, because they'll be batting second, right?
Yeah.
So Shaw in as your impact?
I think
Most
so.
likely,
I
yeah.
think so.
You'd bring
You'll
in
have
Shaw.
him again. I think Manish Pandey will be.
Just finishing Rajasthan Royals, I do not know the subs yet, but going by the past sort of team that they've gone with, there is a good chance that they'll have KM Asif there.
Yep.
They'll have to get a fast bowler because right now Sandeep Sharma, Trent Bolt and Jason Holder. No. Or they could even go Murugan Ashwin.
Murugan Ashwin,
Yeah,
yes.
get another
To
spin
get-
option.
Yeah, get another spin option. But they'll have the advantage of knowing how the pitch is playing out. So when they come out to bowl second innings, I think it's going to be between a KM Asif and a Murugan Ashwin is what they're going to be making the change. So sticking with Rajasthan, what do you make of who have they? Devdutt Padikkal, yes. What do you make of that?
Padikkal.
Good
One
move.
by one.
Good move because Padikkal has struggled in the last couple of seasons for Rajasthan Royals, and in the game against Punjab Kings, it was his struggles that put Rajasthan Royals kind of on the back foot. Needed something spectacular from Dhruv Jurel and Shimron Hetman to even get them close. But scoring at less than 100, and that too the way how he played that shot, pressure, I think you had to keep him out. I think that's a good move. Whether he will be an impact player or something, I don't think so.
No,
Can't be.
The batting first and the
So they will.
number
So
8.
it's a good move. It's a good move.
Harsh on him if you ask me, because again he's shown glimpses in the past of what he can do, especially when he bats up the order. In this Rajasthan 11, the only thing is just slotting him anywhere higher than where he's presently playing, which is not working out for him, means disrupting the whole batting order. Then you got a settled opening pair, and then Sanju will have to come in later if you want to promote him, and that just puts everything for a toss. Harsh on him, but the right thing for the team.
I don't think it's that harsh on him either, because with Devdutt, he had one good season opening for RCB, right? And even there, at times you could see glimpses of the kind of issues he'd be facing now. He at times struggled to accelerate once the power plays were done. Doesn't possess a couple of shots which you would normally expect a left-hander to possess. There's no cover drive on him. None whatsoever. You never see him play it.
Yeah.
And he struggles to up the ante once the field comes up. So even that one good season he had, there were glimpses. And if those issues will be further amplified when you're batting in the middle order, where you are going to have to accelerate without the benefit of the field up. So I think they made the right call. Hand may have been forced just a little bit by Dhruv Jurel playing an absolute blinder.
Yeah. In fact, I made a sort of prediction last game that even though Dhruv Jurel played brilliantly last game, I said no matter what, he's not going to be in the playing 11. Why? Because they will play Rehan Parag and Dhruv Jurel won't come in. So I'm 50-50 right.
They did play Rehan Parag.
Yeah, they did play Rehan Parag, and they've also got Dhruv Jurel. At that time, maybe we didn't look at the other option that they could have exercised, which they have, is take Devdutt Padikkal out, which they've done now. I guess last game he was struggling, run a ball, not in great form, so they've gone with it. But I don't know. It's a tough choice between a Rehan Parag or a Devdutt Padikkal. Who do you leave out? Maybe they thought that they don't need a top order batsman. They need a hitter and a dasher, which I think that they feel Rehan Parag is better suited than Devdutt Padikkal. So that's what they've done. But the fact that KM Asif is not in the 11 and Sandeep Sharma tells me that maybe Asif may not be the impact sub 10.
But
maybe
I don't think it really
spinner.
makes a difference because they're anyway batting the number 8 and
No, impact sub when they're bowling, I'm talking.
yeah, that's what. Again, they didn't really have to name. They could have chosen not to name, let's say,
No, but the
Sandeep and brought him in later.
Yeah, but the fact that Sandeep has come in the 11, otherwise you would have kept KM Asif there, and then Sandeep would have been that. If you needed an extra fast bowler, I think that the impact player might just be the spinner.
Yeah,
Quite likely. Murugan.
Yeah, that's what it's telling me, because if you see, otherwise, if Sandeep Sharma was your player, you would have just had the same sort of an 11 where KM Asif is there and Sandeep comes in as an impact thing. The fact that they've removed him out of that playing 11, I have a feeling that they want to go extra spinner. And Murugan Ashwin comes in.
Yeah, on a flat deck, it makes
Even
more sense
more so.
having a wrist spinner because finger spinners or sometimes seamers. With seamers, if you hit the hard lengths, you'll get bounce, but mostly true bounce.
Yeah.
So you're giving the batsman a chance to kind of just play their shots, get away with it. Wrist spinner is the best option, and you're not going to be worried about the dew factor today, which is pretty evident in the Punjab Kings game, by the way. Remember, towards the end, every bowler after every ball was wiping it like crazy. So today, you're not going to have the dew factor. You can afford to play an extra spinner, quite possible.
I think they may go towards a spinner. Let's take a look at the second 11, which is
DC.
Harshit's 11. The Dex is asking why just the cap, why not the jersey?
Well, the cap today because wearing the jersey didn't bring the franchise any luck the last time around. So just change of gear, perhaps hoping for change in luck as well.
Right?
Let's see.
Dex is also wishing you a happy Easter.
Dex, thank you very much. Yes, you can wish me tomorrow would be the actual day, but thank you very much for the wishes.
I got some Easter eggs for my daughter yesterday.
Oh, nice. From where?
From one of the bakeries. I don't want to advertise.
Wow.
Sponsor us.
Easter egg. Lovely.
But nice, they were nice. So, okay. Sarthak is asking, was Nitin Menon the umpire? No, yeah, Nitin Menon is a much better umpire.
Exactly.
In fact, in the game later, I sledged him also, the umpire. I said, you're already wearing specs, but you really need to get your numbers checked.
Get it done again.
Yeah.
Yearly annual
It was
checkup.
horrendous. And what I was discussing while coming is, is coming with Akash and I was like, mistakes can happen in umpiring. He made 6 or 7 today. And all those mistakes are
Against us.
and in favor of the other team. Like how can that happen? Like one mistake just favor us as well, but no, it did not. So pathetic umpiring, I must say.
Yep.
So let's take a look at
The Delhi lineup. Yes.
Yep.
And there we have again we have David Warner and for now Manish Pandey, but of course I think that order will change because they're bowling first. So David Warner, Manish Pandey, Riley Russo, Rovman Pal comes in for Mitchell Marsh.
Yeah.
Lalit Yadav.
Just remind everyone again, where is Mitch Marsh?
He's getting married.
Yes.
He found IPL only.
Perfect timing.
Either he's injured.
No, he had 2 bad games.
I was just trying to recall, there was somebody else as well, right? One of the Australian fellows who got married in the middle of the IPL last year.
There was Devon Conway, not
Conway.
Conway got married.
Don't mistake a Kiwi for him.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't. Yes.
Just don't.
Beyond that, you've got Lalit Yadav, you have Akshar Patel, you have Abhishek Porel, Anurag Nokia, Khalil Ahmed, Kuldeep Yadav, Mukesh Kumar. That middle order still looks a little.
And they bat only till 6.
Yeah, but then this is
They're bowling.
They're bowling first, so they'll bring in another bat. That's fine.
So
I think Prithvi.
See, Delhi are never, again, we've not seen that yet, and I think this is what we discussed while we were making the playing 11 as well ahead of the IPL. Delhi are going to be a team that are only going to work on extremes in the sense that there's only going to be specialists. You will not really see, a lot of all-rounders who slot in anywhere and you can get the job done. They are very similar looking players. They're all dashers to begin with when they come with the bat. With the ball, the only thing that works for Delhi is a couple of players have worked around, they played with each other for a while now. So that they form the core, let's say the Khalils, the Nokias, the Aksars. They've been around for a couple of seasons and they didn't get the job done,
Rajasthan is also similar. Like
And their finalist team, no less.
In the sense they'll have like specialists mostly, and I guess with the new rule, the impact player,
the only worry
going this way.
I think the only weak link that I see in Delhi, it's not the batting. I think they'll be put to the test on this flat deck.
The bowling.
We've seen the inexperience of Mukesh Kumar in the previous couple of matches, well, especially the previous match. Just no control over the right lines and lengths. Kuldeep could be the key today, but otherwise, Khalil, Sakaria, Mukesh, I think the seamers have let me down.
Correct. I think Nokia was the one standout of the last game.
Yes.
Troubling everyone with express pace.
Yes.
Khalil was good first game, I remember.
Yeah. Then he was although he did drop a catch even in that match.
He dropped
changed
Mayers.
the course of the match, by the way.
dropped
Exactly.
Mayers.
All people Mayers.
Changed the course of the match.
Let's take a look at the
Subs, we can check
yeah.
now,
That's
maybe.
what I said. No, let me look at the 11.
Let's see, do we have the sub?
I don't think we have the subs yet.
I think, they're still, because it's not the first time that subs have taken a while to sort of,
They do take time.
But I think even on the ground, they're still figuring it out as to how, because they end up making changes to their playing 11
got it
as
now.
well.
Let's take a look at the Rajasthan sub. As I said, Murugan Ashwin, KM Asif, Donovan Ferreira, and they've got Akash Vashisht and Navdeep Saini also. We forgot. So if they go in for a fast bowler, it could be a Asif
or Saini.
Or a Saini.
If they go in with a spinner, then it's most likely Murugan Ashwin.
But Saini was again, I think he was expensive the other day. He was again
and came on as an impact only.
Yes, he was again impact player the other day too.
So
that's
we'll see. Okay, in terms of Delhi Capital, one change we mentioned because Mitch Marsh had to travel, so he's travelled back to Australia, because of which Roman Powell comes in.
Yeah.
Right? They've stuck with Riley Russo, who hasn't again really set the stage on fire so far. Manish Pandey has come in for Sarfraz.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the other change that they have made, which I think makes sense now.
Yes.
Because
Purell was decent.
Purell was decent, yeah. So
put in that spectacular dive as well, I remember.
No, and he's a big hitter.
He is.
Yeah,
He's a big hitter. So I think they will need him there.
I think you have
lower
to-
down the order.
For Delhi, you have to play your best batter of the order. And that is
Akshar
Akshar
Patel.
Yes.
There is something, by the way, Saurav Ganguly did say to one of the broadcasters, I believe, one of the two, that you could in fact see that happen. That is something that the team has also realized, and Akshar needs to be facing more balls. So he could, let's say, be batting today higher up.
Okay, but I think a lot of people are, social media is abuzz with Prithvi Shaw not in the 11, but tell you what, he could still make as an impact sub, because
He will most likely.
he is a nominated sub along with Aman Khan, the all-rounder.
Yeah.
They've got Praveen Dubey in bowling, but I doubt. So two bowlers have got Ishant and Praveen Dubey. I doubt any one of them will come because this is their bowling 11.
Yep.
So unlikely they'll come. Most likely you'll have either an Aman Khan or a Sarfraz Khan or a Prithvi Shaw. Most likely it's going to be a Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah.
So Prithvi Shaw comes in and then
Maybe Lalit Yadav or anyway.
So then their batting order is
Lalit
David
Yadav
Warner,
goes out.
Prithvi Shaw.
Prithvi.
No, Lalit won't
bats.
open. No.
Lalit, no.
No, one Indian player will go out.
Then it'll be a bowler.
Khalil.
Khalil.
Khalil most likely.
Yeah.
Mukesh Kumar.
Mukesh Kumar.
I just hope they're not trying something outrageous here and they try and open with Manish Pandey. I hope it's not the case.
The openers will be David Warner, Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah.
Manish Pandey
At
slots
3.
in as number 3 because you sometimes need that glue, sort of a anchor role, which I think he'll fit in very well. Then you'll get into Riley Russo, Roman Powers,
Then
Lalit
Akshar
Yadav,
Patel.
Akshar Patel, Abhishek Porel. This in whichever order you play them.
Means
But
till
I
number
think
8. Man. So both teams bat deep.
And don't forget, Delhi are batting second.
Yeah.
So they'll bring in an extra.
Actually, they'll be till 9. Kuldeep Yadav, I won't call him an all-rounder, but he can talk.
He can smack.
He can
smack.
But not a bowling all-rounder. I wouldn't say that. He's more of a bowler. So 8 till 8.
Between him and Saudi?
Saudi. Between him and Saudi. Yeah.
Obviously, Saudi.
No, you're biased against or in favor of New Zealand. So you will anyway pick Saudi. If I tell you pick between Akshar and Saudi, you might pick Saudi only.
Of course.
See, I told you.
The Kiwi love.
Yeah. Anyway, they won the match today. They won the series.
Yeah, they won the series 2-1.
2-1. So Sri Lanka leave New Zealand with just one win, and that too came in the super over. That's it. It's been a blank for them otherwise, and they don't have any further time because most of the Sri Lankan players will be available after the 10th for the IPL franchises, but the other lot will play 2 tests against Ireland. First time Ireland are touring Sri Lanka for a 2-test series.
Interesting.
Yep. 14th to 18th, then I think 24th to 28th.
So then, some comments maybe. We're 5 minutes away from
Anuda Mix is saying he's happy
first
that
ball.
Prithvi is out. He needs to be serious while playing. Too early to call just a couple of games.
I mean, he is there as an impact player.
And I think most
he's
likely
not
will be the first choice.
technically out.
Yeah.
Avinash, I was surprised that I have a child and I look too young. By the way, I had kids pretty late. If I had had it on time, maybe one of them would be here in joining us. So
that's like Ronaldo saying, I want to play as long so that my child can
play with my
if I had a kid according to Indian conventional time, then he'd be in college or maybe heading college or.
So I think that's happened, by the way. I think it's another one besides Ronaldo who's had this ambition is LeBron James. His son is now playing in the junior levels NBA, and he's saying, I want to be playing long enough to either be playing with him or against him. That would be interesting.
Shivnarayan Chandrapal.
Batted with Tagnarayan.
That is true. Yes, any more comments? Niche Jayenge, Shivam, come on, wake up.
It's
chilling.
a flat deck.
Lots of cracks.
Yep.
Dex is asking what? Sports stuff?
Merchant Sports today, why sir?
I went and played a match today, so it was we have a common team. There's no one, so we have a common team. So it's the jersey of a cricket jersey.
Yep.
So Akash Bhagwan wants to know so many exciting fast bowlers last year was showing potential for India. Now all injured, which is very true.
Yeah, Mohsin, Yash Dayal.
Yeah.
all injured.
Yash Dayal is playing, but he's only
Mukesh
getting one
Chaudhary.
over.
Yeah.
Mukesh Chaudhary.
Mukesh, yes, another one.
Prasidh Krishna.
Muzammil asking.
Kuldeep Sen.
Yeah, I think this is, I mean, again, that injury management really needs to be looked at. Maybe we really need to do a deep dive into why this is happening. Do some investigative journalism and find out why. Though again, you really don't, I mean, not investigative journalism in terms of how one's got injured, obviously, but what is the status and how players or their workload is being managed or not managed rather. Something that really needs to be looked at.
Yeah, and the worst part is, see, Kuldeep Sen, remember, had a decentish IPL in 2022, played that series against Bangladesh,
But
out with a back stress fracture. So out for 6 to 7 months.
Also.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it. And Prasidh, back injury.
Again.
Out for, I don't know how long now. Bumrah, back injury.
Shreyas Iyer, back injury.
Shreyas Iyer, back injury. Deepak Chahar missed one whole IPL because of a back in
What did
stress fracture.
Mukesh Chaudhary have again?
Mukesh Chaudhary, I think it was a shoulder injury, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raj Bawa also out with a
yeah.
shoulder injury. I mean, there is a proper 11 of injured players that you can field.
More than that now, I guess.
Yeah, more than
Far
that
more
now.
than that.
You can have 4 subs also, 5 subs.
Yes, you can. So, both teams are playing 4 foreigners, no one's playing 3.
Speaking of foreign players, Muzammil asking something that we've answered again, but we will nonetheless
so-
go ahead and answer that again. Shane?
Yeah, so essentially what happens, Muzammil, with these...
Question first.
The question is, if 4 overseas players are named, then why are the teams taking one overseas player's name in the impact player list? Because, Muzammil, the impact player list is not just a list of impact players, it's also a list of substitutes.
Yeah.
So, in case you want to sub out one of the foreign players, you bring in, or you could bring in another foreign player, that's the only case you can be bringing that fifth because playing conditions enforce that.
And that's to say that only and only will that foreign player who's been subbed in will field. He doesn't get
So, just
doesn't
to
get to bat or bowl.
simply, you're putting that impact player is also your sub,
Yeah.
plus your fielding substitutes are also your
Correct.
sub.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
you put a foreigner there because he can come in only to field. So you can have a very good foreigner who's a good fielder come in to just field
Correct.
and replace anybody in the team, but not to.
Not as an
Bowl or
impact
bat.
player.
Yeah, so that's the difference, and that's why they name multiple subs, because eventually, like we discuss here, there are literally 2 or 3 choices that you're going to go with. But they name 5 simply because they need additional fielders as well.
Correct.
So because of that, shall we predictions?
I should be the last one to call.
He should be the last one. He's the fan.
Yeah, Shane.
Okay, so RR are batting first. I think, considering what we saw on this track, they'll get about 210, and I think RR will win.
Woo. Good point.
195 RR are winning.
I'll go 200
Yes.
and RR are winning.
185 and RR lose.
Okay.
Nice. Anyway,
Okay.
yesterday we all had same close range scores. All of us got it horribly wrong.
Yesterday it was 172, 175, 177. All got it wrong.
120.
Yeah, thanks, Sunrisers. Thank you so much.
No, you should say thank you. You could go home on time because of them.
Akash Bardwaj has predicted 180 for RR and they are winning.
Next 140, dear God. What hopes do you have from this batting lineup?
Yeah, Yashasvi, Sanju, and Joss. If they fire, then all of
Avinash
them.
Ravi wants to know, will Ashwin open today?
Dex is saying Andrik
It's
5.
not happening.
No, it's not happening now.
I
We've seen-
hope so, Dex. That's the case.
Anrik Pfeiffer. Maybe.
Maybe towards the end, maybe if Rajasthan want to go aggressively, then maybe he can get it. But
Yeah.
he's been
Yeah,
your
Shiva.
lone shining bright.
DC will win.
DC will win.
Says the man whose franchise
3-2.
is right up top.
Yep, Lucknow Super Giants.
Okay, on that note, see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Nandri.
See you mid innings.
Mid innings, yes.